Hey guys, how's everybody doing? I'm Nick with Urban Farm Boys. Welcome to April. Today I wanted to make a little video to show you everything that I have crocheted in March. I made a video about everything I crocheted in February, and guys, in the month since I posted that, I've gotten more than 90,000 views on that video. I don't know how that happened. I really don't. But I appreciate you guys watching and all of the comments. And also, let me mention something. I'm all about transparency. I talked in one of my previous videos about how things like liking videos, commenting, subscribing, all of that really helps. A lot of YouTubers say that. And I talked about how there are ads on my videos and how I make money from you guys watching those ads. I was looking at how my videos are doing, and I was doing a couple of calculations, and that video about everything I crocheted in February with 90,000 views earned me about $500. That's huge. These are sort of life-changing numbers for a lot of people, and it's super, super helpful. So I appreciate you guys watching. Not only does this small amount of income from YouTube videos help to fund the hobby, my crochet, my plants, all of that, make better videos for you guys. It can do a lot more than that. Like, it can really make a difference in people's lives when you watch their videos, and if you're able to be patient through the ads and things like that. So thank you guys again. I really appreciate it. Today I wanted to show you everything that I have worked on in March. It's the first week of April now. And also I want to remind you guys, in my last video I mentioned that there would be a giveaway, a free giveaway in my next video, which is this one. And I'm gonna, in this video, give away not one, but 3 things. So make sure you watch all the way through so you can figure out how you can, have a chance to win one of 3 things, which I'll show you. But first I want to show you everything I did in March. I think I have 6 things to show you guys, and I have 3 completed items and 3 not completed items. If I only showed things I completed, that would be more challenging because I've just been working on several things all at once. So I'll show you guys, I'll start with what I've finished, and then I'll show you kind of what's in progress. I have a couple things I'm really weirdly excited about. Actually, I'm excited about pretty much all of it. The first thing that I finished was March. I'm doing a granny square temperature blanket for 2024 for the area where I live, and I finished March. So I wanted to show you guys. These squares are big, so if you haven't seen any of my previous videos, I'm doing a granny square blanket in which one square will represent 1 month of the year. So my finished blanket is going to be 3 squares across and 4 squares down. And this is March. I'm holding it above my face, so I literally don't know if you guys can see it. Oh look, I can look through the holes. You can see it. So this is March. I showed February in my February video. I think I've shown January. So my sort of winter season is complete. And I really like how it looks. I'm starting to use some warmer colors. We had a pretty warm, I'm using kind of a traditional rainbow-ish palette for my temperature blanket. I was actually thinking of making a dedicated video for how I'm doing it. If that interests you guys, please comment below and I will get to work on making that kind of video for you. But we had a warmer start to March, and then we had like 10 days where it was kind of cold, and then it started warming up again. By the way, it's April 4th today, and I woke up to snow and ice on the roads and had a very scary drive to work. I don't know what that's about. It was 50 degrees by the end of the day, and it's going to be 70 this week. I'm hoping that was the last time I'll see snow for a while. But anyway, March is done. I'm right on track. Like I did when I started March, I like to give myself a little break in the beginning of the month, because the first 10 days or 2 weeks of the month work up really quickly. Like, I can sit and do it in, a couple of hours. And that gives me the time to work on other things in the beginning of the month. So, taking a little break. I'll probably start on April, in the middle of April. But anyway, right on track. And I'm super excited about my temperature blanket. The next thing I will show you guys is a work in progress. We went to Portugal a couple of weeks ago, and Andrew's family was here staying with us, including his grandmother. And I was showing her all of my projects, and she was looking at January from my temperature blanket, and she really liked the colors in it, and she asked me if I could make a blanket for her, and I would love to do that, so I started. She picked out these 3 colors from my January temperature blanket. I think these are the 3 coldest colors on my temperature gauge for my blanket, and that's what she wanted. So I'm just doing a simple granny rectangle with 2 rows or 2 rounds for each color, alternating. I did a rectangle because I thought when she's sitting sort of in her chair, it'll cover her legs. It's not done. I just started, so this is incomplete. But it'll cover her legs. It's kind of going to be longer than it is wide. So I think my first ever crochet video, I showed you guys a granny rectangle that I was doing for Andrew. And I didn't like how the center turned out in that one. So this one is much, much better. It's not going to come apart. I might make a video about how I do that, but I just watched a tutorial from somebody here on YouTube on how to have a sort of tighter center than what I did for the first granny rectangle blanket. Which, by the way, I'm making that for Andrew, and he informed me he likes neither the color nor the yarn. And it's like bigger than my March square. So I'm going to completely frog that project. I like the yarn and the color a lot, but I don't like the center of it, and there's no reason to work on something I'm unhappy with that he doesn't even like. So I'm gonna repurpose that yarn for something. But anyway, so you guys won't be seeing that blanket again. I might make a video though about it. So I'm gonna work on that for her. It's gonna be just kind of lap sized. I'm not gonna make it too big, but I've had a couple of other things I've been working on this spring. Next, I thought I would just give you guys a quick update on my rainbow granny square blanket from Ice Yarns. I'm doing the Picasso Rainbow from Ice Yarns. This video was one of my first about crochet, and it got a lot of attention. I have not worked on this one very much, to be honest, in March, because I've been doing a bunch of other projects. But this is where we are. It's super cute. I'm still obsessed with this rainbow yarn. I plan to make an order from Ice Yarns soon, and I thought I would make a video about that, like choosing what I'm going to order with you guys, and then I'll do like an unboxing. I'm going to place a big for me order though, and I've told myself I'm not allowed to do that until I finish a few of these other things. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss that when it comes out. I'm obsessed with this Rainbow Picasso yarn. And I have seen it's often or virtually always sold out on Ice Yarns, but you can get it on Amazon from multiple different sellers. There's also a few different like shades of the rainbow. They all have like item numbers, and I don't know what number this is. I linked it below in the video. If you go to my video about making this, I linked it below on Amazon. Someone complained that the prices were different when they clicked the link than when I bought it. They can fluctuate, I suppose, when you're buying from third-party sellers, but you can get it on Amazon if it's sold out on Ice Yarns. I hope to be able to work on this a little bit more in April because I'm starting to wrap up a couple of these other projects. So next, I'll show you guys a project that you've seen before. I'm really excited about it. You guys remember these colors? If you haven't, if you're new to the channel, check out previous videos. I'm working on a cardigan, and it's not done yet, but it's close. So I'm doing a granny hexagon cardigan, and this is how far I've gotten. So you make it in 2 pieces, 2 equal pieces, which I've done, and I've sewn them together in the back. I'm going to make a whole sort of tutorial, or sort of at least explanation on how I've done this because I'm gonna make another one. I may have already ordered the yarn. This is my learning project. I need to finish it, and then I've already learned so much about what I want to do differently. So stay tuned. But what I need to do, what is left, is I need to make it longer. So I've sewn it together. I stopped where I did because the longer you make it, you also end up with wider arms, and I didn't want super wide arms. So once the arms are as wide as you want them, then you just have to sew them together and then work on making it longer. So I need to make it a little bit longer. I'm going to add, I'm not sure, maybe 6 or 8 rows to the bottom of this, and also up in the middle. And then it will be done there. I will need to lengthen the arms. This is a little longer than short sleeve, but I think I'm going to make it a long sleeve cardigan, so I need to do that. And then I need to do the neckline. My biggest worry, I think I know how to do everything I just mentioned. The biggest concern I have is tidying up this neck and making it not look very feminine, I guess. So I have a few ideas. I might be searching for tutorials, so if you guys have any thoughts on that, let me know. I think I can finish this in a couple of days of like dedicated work. There's not really that much more. I had to order more yarn and I've received that, so I need to wrap this up in April. And once I do that, I'll show you guys in a video, and then I'm gonna do another one. I already have an idea, so I think I already know how I can do this better, but I will show you very soon. Do you guys want me to try it on? I'm wearing 2 sweaters. It was so cold in my office today and all week, but I'll show you what it looks like. I need to probably stand up for this, but I made a YouTube short trying it on, but I'll show you what it looks like so far. So this is where we're at. Can you see? So it's a little short. This sweater that I'm wearing that's actually a good kind of gauge. This is how long I would like it to be. So I've got probably 4 or 5 inches that I need to do in length. And I think if I do it all the way around the bottom and up the sides, that'll probably make this exactly how I want it. Then I need to come down the arms. So we're very close. I'm hoping I'll end up with a little collar once it's a little longer. And I'm gonna leave it open, just like the one I was wearing that I just took off. I like things like this where they just kind of stay open. So that's where we're at. Hopefully this will be done soon and I will make a video all about it. It's not as cold in my house as it is at work, so I'm gonna leave that guy off. But don't forget, guys, I still have a giveaway coming. I'm gonna show you 2 more items which are related, and then it'll be giveaway time. So the last 2 things I'm gonna show you are not blankets, they're not wearables, they're not even granny squares. Apparently I am more than just a one-hit wonder. At least I'm trying to be. But if you look around me, you will notice that I'm a plant geek. I have a lot of plants. I have a lot of videos about plants. If you like, go ahead and check them out on my channel. But as I started crocheting back in November, I almost immediately found videos of people making crochet plants, and one of the very first thing I ever tried to crochet was crocheted leaves. And they didn't turn out super beautiful, so I made a few of them and then just put them to the side. And then as I've done more and more, this month I decided to try to practice a little bit. So I watched a few YouTube videos of people doing different kind of crochet plants. I will link a video below that I watched, and I got most of my inspiration from that video, although I made my own changes to everything, and that was kind of exciting for me because this is the first time now where I'm feeling like I understand enough of the basics where I can make things my own. So I had some yarn that was kind of white, kind of terracotta colored like a plant pot, and some green yarn. So the first thing I did was to make this little plant. And what I'll say about this guy is these leaves are the very first ones like I ever made when I started crocheting. So they're not super tidy and they don't match. I just grabbed at the time any green yarn that I had and tried to make leaves. But I do kind of think it's cute. And then just like last week, I made this little terracotta colored pot. And if you look under the leaves, there's a little soil disc. And I haven't actually sewn this together yet, but I just filled it with yarn scraps. I heard that tip a long time ago, save your little yarn scraps, and you can fill things with it. So I just made this little round disc to be the soil, and then I just sat it on top of this, or kind of put it inside of the little pot. And then I threw my little basic leaves in there. Isn't that cute? I really like it. I'm gonna probably remake the leaves. The reason I didn't finish this up is because I don't really love the leaves. So now I'm a little bit better at them. I might make some new leaves and then finish this off. This would also be a cute gift. I have a couple of plant friends, so I might give it to somebody as a little gift. And then after I decided I was capable of making the pot and then that little soil disc that goes on top of it, I made another one. And I was gonna make one double this size, like double all my measurements, but then for some reason I decided to triple all of my measurements. And it was a little bit of a bigger project than I thought, but I'm kind of obsessed with it. And it is this plant. So I wanted to do one with a white pot because I don't know if you can see behind me, in real life, I like to have my plants in white pots. So I made this one. It's still got the same soil there on top. I also bought this yarn. It was Eddie Bauer brand. I think I bought it from Joanne, but it is green and white, and it looks kind of like variegated leaves. I thought variegated was a term only used when talking about plants. Then I learned it's also a term you use to describe yarn. But I love variegated plants. I have an Albo Monstera here if you're a plant person. I have a lot of variegated plants, and so I saw this green variegated yarn and thought, well, that's just perfect. I also bought like polyfill stuffing for this one because I didn't have that many yarn scraps. But this is cute. It's probably like 8 inches tall and maybe 10 inches around. I wanted it to be a little less rounded. I think maybe if I'd put more of the polyfill in, it would have done that. But I just think it's super cute, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. And if you guys like it, I could make a video and show you how I do it. I would like to do another one that is the in-between size. So if that might interest you guys, let me know in the comments below, and I will do that. And honestly, this took me a few hours, a couple of hours maybe, and this in total probably took like, I don't know, the pot maybe took 2 hours or less, the soil less than an hour, and then all the plants a couple of hours maybe. So it doesn't take that long. You can do it in a day, and if I do a smaller one, it might only be a couple of hours total. So I'd be happy to do that for you guys if you're interested. And if you have other planty crochet ideas, please post them below and I will check them all out, and I'll probably make all of them. So there's my little crochet plant zone. That's everything I've made in March. So what did you guys like? What did you dislike? Do you have any tips? I already have some plans for April. I have to do my April square for my temperature blanket. I have to finish my cardigan here. I want to finish Andrew's grandmother's blanket, which will not take very long. This is going to be my standby when I don't have anything else to do because this yarn is so thin it's going to take forever to make a big blanket, but that's fine. I have the time. So this will be an as I feel like it type project. And then I've got a few other things on the pipeline. So those are my to finish projects. Okay, you guys ready for a giveaway? Let's talk about a giveaway. The last video that I posted was about what I call a crochet scandal, where I discovered that crochet hooks that have equal measurements are not always equal measurements. I was working on a project and found out that between two different 10mm crochet hooks, one of them was 10mm and one of them was actually like 7.5, even though they both said 10. It was quite fascinating to me, and a lot of people said that they had never heard of such a thing, and some people had said they had the same experiences. So if you're interested in that, I'll link that video below. But in that video I also mentioned that I had ordered essentially the entire set of the Clover Amour crochet hooks, and I'm obsessed with them. Much better than the inaccurate cheap metal ones that I was using before. And I had mentioned that I would give one of them away because I had bought a 10mm for a project. And then I ended up ordering what I thought was going to be a set of these larger hooks, and it actually came just as these individually packed hooks, and I ended up with an extra 10mm. So I'm going to do a giveaway of this crochet hook, which I will tell you guys about in just a moment. But after making that video, like the next day I think, I ended up ordering a set of all of the smaller ones, the ones that have the metal as well. I had already bought a 4mm and a 5mm crochet hook from them. So the kit that I bought, it actually came as a kit where they were all in one pack, gave me an additional one of each of these. The brown is, did I say 4 and 5? I meant 5 and 6. So the brown is the 6mm and the blue is the 5mm. So these came out of a pack, so they're not individually wrapped, but they are brand new, out of the box, never used. And I also have the 10mm. And because you guys have been so great and so welcoming and so friendly, I would like to give all 3 of them away. I'm going to give them away separately so that 3 of you guys have the chance to win. How's that sound? Brand new Clover Amour crochet hooks. The blue is 5mm, the brown is 6mm, and the purple is 10. These are metal. This one does have the plastic. But I have been using mine and I love it. It's not squeaky or problematic at all. I really, really like all of these. So, how do you go about winning? There's a couple things you guys have to do. Let me explain the rules. It's pretty simple. All you have to do in order to win one of these, I'm going to choose 3 people at random. Today is April 4th. I believe this will be posted on April 5th. So I'll give 10 days. So April 15th, I'll choose 3 winners. In order to sort of apply, there's a couple things you have to do. You have to be subscribed to my channel, and you have to subscribe or follow me on Instagram. My Instagram name is Nikas Arbata, which used to be the name of my YouTube channel as well. I'll put it on the screen, and I'll put a link in the description below. I will make sure that I check to make sure you guys are kind of following the rules. So subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my Instagram, follow me on Instagram, and then comment below. In the comments on this video, comment below a couple of things. Tell me which hook you would like. Please choose one. I would like to have 3 winners, so tell me which one you would like the most. And then comment below either with a question that you have for me. I'd like to do a Q&A video where I'm crocheting and answering questions. So a question you have for me, it can be anything. It can be crochet related, it can be about me, it can be about plants, it can be about whatever the heck you want. Let's keep it appropriate, my friends, or at least, like, you know, I don't want to get demonetized and banned from YouTube. Just any kind of question you'd like me to talk about. Or you can comment something that you would like to see me make a video about. That's always helpful. I'd like to make videos that you guys want to see. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram at Nikas Arbata, and comment below with which of the 3 size hooks you would like, and either a question for me or a video idea you would like to see from me. And that's it. On April 15th, I will choose 3 people at random. So here's what's going to happen with the random. 3 people will be chosen at random from the comments section. If I choose 3 and there's multiple in there that want the same hook, the first person who claims one hook gets that hook. If the next person wants the same hook, they're going to be disqualified, okay? That's just the easiest way to do it. I'm going to draw the next one from whatever's remaining. Okay, does that make sense? First name drawn, it's like you get the pick of the litter. You've gotten one. The next person I draw gets the next one. If they already claimed it, sorry, you're out, on to the next. Okay, that's about the simplest way I can think of. These are pretty good odds, okay? I know I got a lot of views on my February crochet blanket, but I only, I'm not getting tens of thousands of comments here. You've got pretty good odds. I will ship internationally. Okay, so anywhere in the world, I am happy to ship internationally, so everybody's got an equal chance. Just know, if you win, I'm going to reach out to you, and you're going to have to be comfortable giving me your name and address. So be prepared for that. Okay, that's it. That's as easy as it is. April 15th, I am going to respond in the comments to the people who have won, so make sure you check back. YouTube will likely give you a notification that I've responded to your comment, but not always. It depends on everybody's settings, and I don't really have ways to contact people. So make sure that you check back if you're the winner. If nobody claims their prize by reaching out to me with their info so I can send it, I will just have to move on to the next in the list. So that's it. I think we're done. Any questions? Comment below. You've got like 10 days before the drawing. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am super duper tired. I'm on work day 4 of 6. I'm working 6 days a week for the next month. I'm a full-time nurse, and I'm also a full-time nurse practitioner student, and I'm also teaching at my university for nursing students. So I'm pretty tired, hence why I haven't crocheted that much. But all things considered, I think I did pretty well. I hope everybody enjoyed. Comment below. Let's chat in the comments. I appreciate all of you guys. And until the next time, good luck and take care, guys.